I couldn't hear that. Good morning. One more time. Good morning. So how are you doing today in this such a wonderful morning of Sunday today? Good? Great. So today I welcome all of you to the Whitefield Toastmaster meeting number 90 plus 2. Okay. So it is my honor to be with you. So let's start with a huge round of applause for such a wonderful audience available here today with this such a great environment. Let's start with the applause. Okay, wow. So I'm Toastmaster Nitish. I am serving today a role of SAA, that is a sergeant at arms. Okay. So so this very day, October 6 back in 1860, Indian Penal Code was enacted. Don't be serious, guys. So today also, it's the 4th day of the Navaratri, just for reminding. So now, before we dive into the real fun, let's remind ourselves the mission of Toastmaster. So please join me in stating our club mission, which is we can read it here along with me. Okay. So you can repeat after mine is done. We provide a supportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Please repeat it. Great. Thumbs up for that. All of? Okay. So it's a time for housekeeping. There are 3 items to keep in mind. First thing is our breath, our friend, mobile. Okay. Please either keep it in silent mode or you can switch off it. So I will also do on myself because I am not above the rule. So let's take a 5 seconds for all of us. So can you please all keep your mobiles in silent modes? Just keep check. Done? If done, can you give thumbs up? Okay, great. Number 2, please don't interrupt the speaker or make any distracting moment. Okay, don't walk out or in of this room during the speech. So in case of necessary, you can walk in or out of the room during the applause sessions or breaks. Okay. Third thing, important thing is let's avoid discussing about sex, religion, and politics. Okay. We are here to have fun, not to start a debate club. Okay. And remember to support the speaker with your warm smiles and applause. For everyone's convenience, drinking water are just available on the right table, and the restroom are just outside this room on the right side. So if you get lost, just follow the sound of applause. So it will work like a GPS for you. Okay. So this meeting will be recorded and uploaded on YouTube. If you prefer not to get recorded, please let us know. So we'll pause the recording during your session. Okay. So we'll be using this clip-on mics, which just for recording purpose, and this will not amplify your sound. So please be sure to loud while you're speaking. Okay. And please hand over this mic to the next speaker. So just think of it as a relay race, but with the words. Okay. Now, moment comes. Let's give a huge round of applause to our presiding officer, the star, who shines so brightly, even sun needs the sunglasses. So anyone has the sunglasses today? Let's welcome the presiding officer, Toastmaster Mujahid.
Such fake introduction they give you, such a sun will need sunglasses and all that. I think we all needed sunglasses in our own time. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay, I think Nitesh did the energy check. I'm not going to do it again, but I would rather want to hear a better response from my left because my right is already fully awake. Yes? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. They went down right now. All right, hi. Good morning, my name is Mazahir and I'm the presiding officer for Whitefield Toastmaster, and I would like to officially start the meeting number 92 of Whitefield Toastmasters. Today's theme, there is a lot that our Toastmaster of the day has in his kitty for all of us, but I did notice the theme is AI, yes, a lot that is happening around AI. I didn't even want to use a second word. There are certain things that I absolutely love about AI, there are certain things that I dislike about it. Right? And yes, I think RTM Moody is already having a mini heart attack by saying that. However, at Whitefield Toastmaster, the presiding of the meeting for me is to make sure that I provide you with any important updates and details that we have, which I'll do it towards the end. Are there any guests who are attending the meeting for the first time? May I request you to please stand at your respective places. I'll start from my right. So just tell us your name, where do you stay, and how you got to know about our club.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Shruti. I stay in Sri and I've been wanting to join Toastmasters for a while and did a little bit of exploring of the clubs. And I found this, I saw the YouTube videos of very nice and I wanted something that's completely offline.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up here.
Thank you so much. Welcome. We'll do clap for all of them later. Yeah, later. Thank you, Shruti. Yes. Okay. Hi, John Clinton. Yes. Hi.
I also explored with the neighboring clubs, but last club I tried more than 6 months. I couldn't stay in Bangalore on weekends. I would frequently travel.
To
To Madurai.
Madurai. Okay. Okay.
So then I found Whitefield Toastmaster which is near to my place.
Where do you stay here nearby? Munnikulala. Okay, right. Yeah. Hi.
So I thought let's try and I saw your post on Instagram.
Okay. So our PR team is doing a good job. Yeah, thank you. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Shabina.
Hi, I'm Shubina, and actually we over here. We have covered in my desk. This is very really for us.
Okay.
And today is my first time, so I'm just here to see how some of the
Sure. Welcome. Hi.
Hi, I'm Nisha. You guys have a video restaurant?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right inside that.
Okay.
So I found out about the club from her. She's like a friend mom.
Okay.
So I was like looking for a Toastmasters.
So if you like today's session, you know who to thank. If you don't, you know who to blame. Super. Okay. On anybody on my right? First time? No? All done? All right. On my left. We both can stand apparently. Hi. Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Jackie.
I can't hear you. Louder.
I'm Jackie. I live in Kodalari and I do build this Toastmaster club near me, so I thought.
Lovely. Okay. I do have a story about a restaurant named Restaurant Near Me. So when you search on Google, a restaurant near me, the restaurant came near me. Lame joke. Trust me, nobody will laugh on it. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Yes.
Hey everyone, I'm Ami. I live in Guru Raj Road.
What was the first one?
Guru Raj Layout.
Guru Raj Layout. Okay.
Yeah, I came to know about this club through that Toastmasters website. So I entered this stage and this was the second event. So here I am exploring this club.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome. You know, one thing what is common among all of them, and before I go ahead with what I think, can we have a huge round of applause for all the guests? You all heard that they have done some research, and majority of them done research on the internet. I hope that's making you feel good about the theme today, right? So the presiding will take place. There will be a host of the meeting who we at Toastmasters call Toastmaster of the Day, who will take the meeting proceeding forward. Two important things. One, there will be a voting done for people who are coming on the stage, whether you are a best role player, best speaker, best speech evaluator, best supporting role, or a best table topic speaker. The link will be provided to you on our guest group as well as on our members group. And if there is anybody who is not part of it, you should ideally have my number. Otherwise, what are you doing here? So this will be shared with you towards the later part of the meeting. Also, I do have a couple of announcements to make, which I will do it towards the end. Are we all set? Yes? Are we all set? Yes. Okay, give me a better yes if you have used AI before. Yes? Yes. Okay, some people gave thumbs up as well. That's like a double use of, AI. That's like those are the people who have actually used Meta AI on their WhatsApp. Did you guys know there is a Meta AI on your WhatsApp? Yes? How many of you are actually not using it yet? Not using it. Not using it. Yeah, okay, not using it. Great, great. So you know who your target is, right? Now, let me actually introduce the Toastmaster of the day, because I've already pulled his leg enough. This person is an epitome of seriousness. This person, known for his dedication and known for the go-getter attitude. A never say never person, somebody who's always up for the adventure, and the amount of knowledge this person possesses, I am absolutely a fan of this person. Let's see what does our Toastmaster of the day come. The master of ceremony for today's meeting has in his pocket. Let's welcome Toastmaster Abhinesh.
Hey Google, start the timer for 5 minutes.
Got it. For how long?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Sure, 5 minutes. And
Awesome.
we're starting now.
Thank you. How many of you have watched one of the Terminator movies? Fair enough. So the premise of the movie is that there is a supercomputer or an artificial intelligence supercomputer called Skynet, which was built by humans, but it develops superhuman capabilities and something called as superintelligence, and then takes control over us, starts a nuclear war, eliminates most of the population on Earth, and then enslaves the remaining human beings. Given that it's a beautiful day, let's start with a doomsday prediction. Do you believe that we'll eventually be enslaved by robots or artificial intelligence systems? Any raise of hands? Are we going towards the path of doom and despair for humans? Or is it true that AI will actually help us to evolve into a different kind of species? Thank you very much. So one of my favorite movies about AI revolution is called I, Robot. It's by Will Smith. If you get a chance, please have a look at it, because it has a very chilling message that I don't want to reveal now, but once you watch it, you will get to understand it. AI has been around us for a very long time. For example, consider 2012 presidential election in US. The competition was between Mitt Romney and Barack Obama. Mitt Romney was a Republican and used conventional methods of gathering data using his campaign manager. They gathered the data about the poll as well as the voters and subdivided them into larger groups that humans and normal computers can actually work on. On the other hand, Barack Obama hired a machine learning expert called Rajiv Ghani. So this was the first time in politics that AI or machine learning was used in such a large scale. They collected data from the voters, and then used that to build something called as voter models. And the beauty of these models is that they were able to run thousands of different election scenarios overnight and come up with their own predictions. Using those predictions, they were able to decide or send their army of volunteers of whom to canvass and whose doors to knock on. This was one of the phenomenal steps that AI has done in the process of democracy, which is quite spectacular. If we look at the history of AI, a lot of things happened around the 50s to 90s. There were the first chatbot called Eliza was developed. NASA had sent their rovers to Mars. But the milestone year was 1997, when IBM's DeepMind was able to beat Garry Kasparov in a game of chess. This was not machine learning, but it was rule-based gaming, which used a supercomputer to beat somebody at chess. This was something spectacular. The following decade saw spectacular increase or an exponential increase in the use of AI, especially machine learning. Companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, or Netflix came into the picture. They used the huge amounts of data that were available and built on top of them their machine learning models that could ease or augment our life. But machine learning algorithms are quite different from conventional algorithms. They look for data and they build models on top of it. A conventional program, if you look at it, the algorithm is created by a software engineer, and it takes a very long time to create an algorithm. The algorithm converts an input to a set of outputs. This is how it has already worked. But machine learning changed that. It changed the way in which we are feeding information to the computer system. We feed both the input and output together to the learners. The machine learning algorithm, I call them as learners. So the learners spew out algorithms instead of outputs. So this had a tremendous ability to scale up. For example, if you look at a brick and mortar store outside your home, they can maybe cater to 20, 30 customers per day. But think of the huge marketplaces that AI has brought up to us. Amazon or Walmart or even eBay. They can cater to millions of customers overnight because of the scalability of AI algorithms. But they do require something special. We talk about that something special during the course of this meeting. But for now, I'll introduce what this Toastmaster session is about. I'll go through the agenda of the meeting. First, we'll have something called as the prepared speeches. These are speeches which are prepared by members of the topic of their own choosing. Followed by that, we'll have a session by Joke Master, who will make us feel a levity in our stomach and make us laugh out loud. Followed by that, we have the table topic session, which is one of the most awaited sessions in Toastmasters, where everybody from the audience will get a chance to come to the stage and speak. Finally, we have the Poet Master, who will grace us with her poems. I shouldn't have said finally before. Now is the final section where we have the evaluation section, which is again one of the most important parts because feedback is what drives us to improve further. Without much further ado, I'd like to invite somebody called as the general evaluator for this session, who will monitor the entire session and provide us with valuable feedback. I would like to invite our general evaluator, Toastmaster Kondas Shambasivodu. He is a senior technical architect in IT industry, an author, a founder of a tech startup, a career coach, and etc. Can we have a round of applause to the general evaluator of today?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you today? Great. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yeah, what gets measured gets improved by Peter Drucker. Today I am playing a general evaluator role player. With this, I'll be serving you as a general evaluator by evaluating each and every role and the meeting proceedings, how we just started our meeting, how we ended from the beginning to end. That is the one thing. Second thing is I am also monitoring evaluators, how they are evaluating the speakers. So that is the second thing. Second one is I'll be inviting my team who is helping me to evaluate for timer, counter and grammarian, and along with that evaluators also for speakers. With this, I just wanted to add that take this evaluation. The aim of the evaluation is to illuminate, not to judge, by Daniel. Because evaluation is so important. I can give you one small story. I was facilitating for the book authors in the everyday morning. If you believe that around 20-30 people will be there, I'll be facilitating as normal every day. After 1 month, I got a feedback that, okay, you are kind of a monotonous. Maybe I don't know how many you feel that. And energy is very less or something. Really, I felt that it's true only. I was just coming seriously. I'm giving the instructions. People are just following and they are just going. There is no energy. Can we add just a small energy for that? I learned from that. Can you have your 20 seconds of your time? If yes or no? So can we just all smile? I'll be just imitating my smile. Maybe don't even, maybe laughing, smiling, maybe by imitation. Second thing is you just clap and pat on your back. Is that okay for everyone? Yes. Okay? Can we start? All you'll be smiling along with me, and after that clapping and patting on your back. This will add a lot of energy, believe it or not. Entire meeting, I wanted to see you smiling. Please, lift your hands. Claps. Is this not giving energy? Yes. I am Konda Sambashudu. As Abhinesh introduced, I am author, and I excited to announce that last month was my really excited month. I have introduced 3 services with founding company. One is finding career path for every working professional including student. Second one is I started my company called Career Crafting Hub for coaching engineering graduate mainly and up to 10 years of experience. Third one is I started my tech company which will provide idea incubation, providing the projects and internship for the engineering graduates and professionals. With this, I lost 1 year. I was started my journey, but finally I just introduced to the people. I am really excited to work with people who is really interested. So with this, I can just maybe introduce my tag team. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. With this, I'll be having 3 people with me to help you evaluate in a properly. One is timer. Today our timer is Sakshi Srivastava. Just let me introduce her. She is a business management consultant at Rakuten, is a well-known Japanese firm. Her unique talent is she is having photographic memory. She can retain and recall information quickly. That is what one of the talent. Memory is one of the talent. And using AI, she will be optimizing her time by providing reports to the executives. With this, I welcome Sakshi to talk about timer role.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So I'm pretty excited today to serve a timer role in today's meeting. My role is to keep track on everything which is happening in the session right from the beginning till the end. And it covers the prepared speeches, it covers the table topics, it covers the evaluations and other sections. I will make sure that all the meticulously planned events and the segments are to be completed in the allotted time. So, speaking about the time, I just want to add one small story. I personally a before time person. So, wherever I go, I make sure that I reach 15 minutes early so that, I'll get some time to remain calm, composed, and to prepare mentally for the upcoming task. And this habit of mine has actually the roots when I was in school. So my school starts at 7:15 in the morning usually, and I used to reach at school at 6:45 a.m. I know, pretty early. That's why my father asked me one day, like, why you go so early? Are you going to sweep the whole school? Then I laughed and said, I like to be that early bird who catches the worm. So hence, coming back to the role again. So each role and the speaker will be evaluated, and they have been allotted a limited time. So who qualifies within the time will be nominated for the voting. Now for the prepared speeches, I'll quickly cover the time rules. So at 5 minutes, I'll raise this green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise this yellow or orange card. And at 7 minutes, I'll raise this red card. For the table topic speakers, at 1 minute, I'll raise this green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise this yellow or orange card. At 2 minutes, I'll raise this red card. The third is the evaluations, grammarian and counter. At 2 minutes, I'll raise this green card. At 2:30, I'll raise this yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise this red card. A good news is we do have 30 seconds of a grace period. So we'll keep that in mind while calculating the overall qualifications. And I'll prepare and submit my report at the end of the meeting. So thank you everyone. Good luck. Looking forward for the nice presentation.
Thank you, Sakshi. Anybody wanted 5 seconds tip to avoid procrastination? Quickly, I need 5 seconds is so short. Yes or no? Yes. So there is a book called The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. What happens, when you wake up in the morning, when you put alarm, we will think of that. Our mind thinks within 5 seconds. Within 5 seconds, if you take any action, it works out. Otherwise, you're just stopping your alarm and you are sleeping again. This is the best tip. You can try that to avoid your procrastination. So, coming to the next section, we have our counter with us, Rashmi. Let me introduce very briefly. She is a sales professional in IT company. She always focuses on long-term goals. She is using AI for crafting effective emails. With that, she can optimize time. Let me introduce Rashmi to come and introduce about the R-Counter role.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guest. As Abhinesh rightly said, artificial intelligence is transforming our life in our different areas, which includes crafting our speech and contents. AI tools are helping us in terms of way of communicating. They are structuring our thoughts, and they are helping us in terms of enhancing our way of communicating. They can also highlight the words that we use, overuse the words, and also paras. So much like AI, today I am taking a role of R-Counter. my task is to listen carefully, then listen carefully for filler words like such as like, and also certain words which can distract the clarity of the message that the speakers are giving. So I will note those occurrences and give you the report at end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmi, once again. Yeah, let me introduce third role to help this evaluation, grammarian. Bhima Shankar, let me introduce very briefly. He is an energetic person. He is a final year BCA student studying in National College. He plays cricket, and no one can play shots in cricket like him. That is what his talent. And for AI, he will be using that AI for better presentation. Let me introduce Bhima to introduce the role of grammarian.
Good morning, everyone, guests and fellow Toastmasters. Imagine a painter choosing carefully each color to craft a masterpiece. Like this, as your grammarian, today I will help us creating a masterpiece, and I will collect also a good words from you, and I will take note of any good usage and also not good usage of English language. And as a grammarian, it is also my duty to present the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is meticulous, which means showing great attention to detail, very carefully and precise. An example of using the word of the day is, her meticulous research ensured the accuracy of the report. And also today, for today's meeting, the idiom of the day is, the early bird catches the worm, which means those who take action early or promptly are more likely to achieve success. An example of using the word idiom of the day, Ram always starts his project ahead of time because he believed that the early bird catches the worm. Any speaker on the stages use the word of the day or idiom of the day. I would request audience to show a silent thumbs up as a mark of appreciation. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Yeah, thank you, Bhima. Like you know that his energy, right? The room is completely full of energy. That's what we wanted this room to be, energy. Maybe I am not that level of energy, right? Okay, with this, maybe I will be coming in the end, maybe to provide my complete evaluation, and I will be giving back to Toastmaster of the day, Abhinesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Konda. As we had seen, all the major companies in their backbone have machine learning algorithms. But what do these machine learning algorithms thrive on? What are they based on? It's data. If you think about it, the computers started a revolution in 1950s, which later led to the rise of internet. And internet led to connectivity between people, and it created as a byproduct data. That is, the clicks that you make, your browsing history, or the likes that you put in Facebook. All of these are data which have been harnessed by these major companies for profit making, obviously, because they are businesses. But it's the data that has been called as the new oil. In oil industry, refining is the business, but in data, interpretation is the business. The way you interpret, the way you harness it, that's where the money is. That's what companies like Apple or Google or Amazon are working on. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on this now, because we'll move on to the first part of today's session, which are prepared speeches. I'll introduce first the evaluator for a speech, who will give the objectives of that speech, and then we'll invite the speaker. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Prashant. He's an ad program manager in Unilever who is following Mark Twain's advice of continuous improvement. So let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Prashant.
Thank you. Morning, everyone. Our today's first speaker has chosen presentation mastery as his pathway and is delivering L1P2. The objective of the speech is to clearly engage and organize a speech so that he can maximize the audience understanding, establish and fulfill clear purpose of the speech with meaningful content and clear transitions between each sections of the speech. I shall come back to provide my evaluation when called upon by the TM module. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant. For our speaker, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Saravanan. He is an IT professional who enjoys practicing and promoting Indian martial arts. He is the person who can actually go to a gunfight with a knife or a stick. So let us welcome Toastmaster Saravanan. Toastmaster Saravanan, back to our roots. Back to our roots, Toastmaster Saravanan.
Thousands of years ago, in a quiet evening, darkness settling around, a small group of people gathered around a campfire. Among them were children with eyes wide, with curiosity, eager to see what is to happen there. From the group, two people stepped forward and they started to act a scene from earlier that day. It's like this. So what we just witnessed, it's a very early stages of street play. They used these movements to teach the children about the events of that day. Not just for the entertainment, it has the lessons. More importantly, about the life skills, life lessons. Ages passed, the societies developed further, and these performances too evolved. More such stories were woven into these performances, along with new lessons. So any art which is native to a specific place carries these stories and values and also learnings from the ancient past. So what is better way to connect back to our roots other than learning or at least witnessing and encouraging some of our native arts? So it could be visual arts, music, dance, or even martial arts, which is where my personal interest is in. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, I have a question for you. In your neighborhood, the place where you live, how many of you have seen anybody practicing any of the Indian martial arts? We have 1, 2, Indian martial arts in specific, very less. How about in schools? Schools do offer extracurricular activities. Do they offer, especially in the cities, any of the Indian martial arts? No. So I'll put a different question. How about any martial arts like karate or wushu? Have you seen it widespread? Have you seen it in your neighborhood? How many of you have seen? Schools, I think most of us have seen. Today morning when I came here, I saw a small kid with a taekwondo uniform cycling here. So have you ever wondered why? Is it because we do not have any martial arts in India? No. Every state in India has its own traditional arts, including martial arts. It is very sad to know that we are not doing enough to promote and bring up these arts, except very few. So we might have huge residential complex. Even I stay in one such complexes with a lot of modern facilities. All the sporting specialties are there, including modern gym. But in reality, we might find difficult even to practice our arts in any of those places. People raise concerns when they see we practice those things. So if you look around, except few arts that thrive, most of these arts are fading away. So we hear the stories from the teachers of traditional Indian martial arts, how they struggle even to make their ends meet. So their knowledge is at risk of being lost permanently. So in few months ago, I was speaking to one of my friends from the west coast of Karnataka, Tulunadu region. Does anybody know or been there? Okay. So it was about a martial art called Tulunadan. Anybody heard? It is a style of a martial art. I think nobody heard about it. So once upon a time, this particular style used to be very famous in that area. Masters from various other arts used to visit this place to learn, to practice. And today, if you look at its place of origin, this art is extinct. There are no practitioners. Even though the training centers still exist, it has merely become places of worship as of today. So this is one example. If we are not promoting our own martial arts, these arts will leave our land. So, like roots, we have seen trees with deep roots, and there are other plants with shallow roots and all, right? In a storm situation, the trees with the deep roots are the one that survives. Likewise, I feel that our traditional arts, including martial arts, serves this purpose for us, to connect us back to our roots, so that we can feel our past. We can get grounded to understand where we belong. Okay, with this, we can all make a difference. Do you agree? So I would like everyone to take a pledge that all of us around in our societies, in the schools for our children, we need to ask for it. Will you do it?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. That's it.
Oh, that was a strong grip actually. For our next speech, I would like to first invite our evaluator, Toastmaster Vineet. He is a practice head at Adobe. Adobe, as you know, is the parent company of Photoshop, who use AI techniques to improve their products. So if you have any questions related to licensing of Photoshop, please contact me. Can we have you, please? Can we have a round of applause?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So we have our speaker, Manoj, Toastmaster Manoj, who is going to give speech from Leadership Pathway, and it's level 1 P3, third project, and the objective is to show how putting people first helps organizations grow and succeed in the long run. All the best, Toastmaster Manoj. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vineet. For our next speaker, I would like to invite Toastmaster Manoj. He works in the Defense Accounts Department as an accounts officer, and he is exploring the usage of AI in his life. Please.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Manoj, Cultivating Joy as a Business Strategy. Cultivating Joy as a Business Strategy, Toastmaster Manoj.
Thank you. Good morning, Toastmaster and guests. Today I am going to discuss something very much simple thing, yet powerful. In the fast pace of world of business, we all observe that everyone focus on target, profit, deadline, growth. But during this scenario, one thing we all forget, and which is people, the worker of our organizations. It is very important to give importance to the employee, worker of the employee working with you. Because if employee feel motivated, valued, it leads to innovation, growth, and long-term success of the organization. We talk about the people first. In this, if people feel valued, supported, it gives the return in many folds to the organizations. They work in a better capacity, in which capacity they are working right now. If they feel esteemed, they will deliver more than that what they can do for the company or organizations. Let us try to understand. I am giving you some examples for that. In 2021, Zomato, you all know Zomato? In this company, the company implemented the policy that 10-day leave for their female employee or transgender employees. It is not simple to pay only for their leave for 10 days. It means that company organization understand their need, respect their requirement, and allow their employees, female employees, to take benefit of this. Another example is that in TCS, after post-COVID, you all have experienced this pandemic, that most of the companies pressing their employee to come back to the office. But TCS realized that their employee needs some flexibility. And then they framed the policy that the company will allow their employee to, with some flexibility, that work from anywhere. You mean that work from your home. And this policy connect their employees with the company in an emotional manner. That if company is doing something, so much thing for the employee feel motivated and they become more productive towards their company. The thing is that, what is the aim of this policy? The aim of this policy and lesson of this policy is that wherever we work, many of us work in the very senior positions, some at middle level and some at very initial levels. But irrespective of these things, you can create such an environment, atmosphere surrounding you that you give preference to your colleagues, peers, and encourage them always. And that's the things, not need great gestures. You simply do these things in a way that you communicate your team, listen to your team members, show some empathy to your peers, co-workers. And in this way, and sometime in difficult time, be ready to assist them. These are the small things that brings change in the environment surrounding you. That's the things. But at the end, I would like to encourage all of you that take such type of small steps in your organizations, in your surroundings. Always be ready to help your colleagues so that a conducive atmosphere, a positive atmosphere where you work, be fruitful for the companies and the employee as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Now, that brings us to the end of the first session, which is the prepared speech section of Toastmasters. Next, to add some humor and levity to the session, I'd like to invite our very own joke master, Toastmaster Arvindan. He is a data engineer by profession. He likes to use ChatGPT for writing codes, but he likes to use his own skills for gardening back at home. So let's give a round of applause for Toastmaster Arvindan.
Thank you. Am I visible?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Whether my screen visible? Oh, sorry. I was in weekday mode. For weekdays, as Abhinesh mentioned, for day-to-day activities, I use ChatGPT for all of my coding, debugging, for everything. The same way, by seeing your faces, you all are expecting so much from me, but don't expect much. The same way, I use ChatGPT for getting some jokes. It gave the below jokes. What is fish without eye is called? What is fish without eye is called? No idea? FS sketch. That's all. FS sketch. Fish without eye. Okay. So, what is Thanos' favorite app in his phone? You all know Thanos from Avengers, right? What is his favorite app? Any idea? In his phone? No, Snapchat. Because he used to do a lot of snaps, right? So, what building in New York has the most stories? What building in New York has most stories? Any idea? Absolutely, the library, because it has lot of storybooks now. I thought, who will laugh for these lame jokes? Yes, but people are laughing. Nice. Then I will tell the real-time conversation between me and my friend. I said to my friend that you cannot face any problem in your life. With your curiosity, he asked why. Because the problem is in your face. He always takes his face like this. Those who are not smiling for my jokes, like this only, he never smiles. That's why I told, because the problem is in your face, you cannot face any problem in your life, because he cannot see his own face now. And some of you might have attended the last meeting that we had for speech evaluation and table topic contest. Like that, my friend also is also Toastmaster, he is one different Toastmaster club. He told, oh, we also had this, I posted some picture of last meeting. He also told, oh, we also had this meeting, wonderful meeting. It was very grand, that there are 7 sergeant at arms, 5 photographers, and 10 organizing committee members, like each contains the two roles for everything. It was very wonderful. I asked how many participants. There were 3 participants, he told. For 3 participants, there were 5 photographers and 7 SAA, and they conducted this wonderful meeting. And he was the test speaker there. He was mentioning that one of the evaluator was very fantastic. I asked how, because he used the word fantastic 17 times in his speech evaluation report. I don't know what is not fantastic in his speech. And he is a married person, my friend, because he is the early bird who catches the worm early. How many of you are married? Oh, okay. A lot. And I asked, I heard from many people that in marriage we need to do lot of adjustment. I asked my friend, is it true that after marriage we need to compromise many things to adjust with our partners? He told nothing like that. We need to just act like we are adjusting, that's all, with our partner. And that was my session. And Konda sir was mentioning in his speech that within 5 seconds we need to turn off our alarm. In the morning I also did that, but it's my 5th alarm after 5 minutes. That's how my procrastinating skills are. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvindan. Next time, I'll say, Arvindan, tell me a joke instead of Google. For our next session, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Amal, who will take up the table topics. He's a technical manager who has been working with Accenture for the last 15 years. His hobbies include, I had to look at this because it's a list. He likes doing physical workouts, he likes cooking, he likes playing games, and he also likes going on long drives. What do you not do, sir? Let us welcome Toastmaster Amal with a round of applause for the table topic.
Hello everyone, I am your AI-enabled table topics master. Imagine a world where there are lots of robots looking like human beings roaming around us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be reality in some time soon. This is exciting, isn't it? We'll be seeing robots all around and they look like us only. Let's check the energy level first before I start. Are you excited? Are you enjoying the session so far? Yes. I don't feel that excitement. It should be something like, yes. Let's try one more time. Are you enjoying the session? Yes. All right, that's much better. Good morning, everyone. According to Ivan Esser, public speaking is the art of dilating 2 minutes your idea with 2 hours vocabulary. I will be taking your table topic sessions, and for the benefit of the guest, the table topic session or impromptu speech is the one where there is no preparation, because before that we saw the prepared speeches, but here we don't prepare and come here. We just have to come and speak impromptu. I will be selecting speakers randomly and will be provided with a topic they need to speak about. The most important thing is guests also are welcome to speak here on this category of speech. And please note the time allotted for this category of speech is from 1 to 2 minutes. So are you ready for it? Yes. Okay. Let's then dilute our 2 minutes ideas. Starting with, I would like to call a member from Whitefield Toastmaster who has not taken any role and working as a director in CGI to please come to the stage. Please give a huge round of applause to Vikas. Vikas, AI will create more jobs than it replaces. AI will create more jobs than it replaces. Vikas.
We all have seen so many technological changes in the last couple of decades. When computers came into existence for the first time, we used to think that it is going to take away our jobs. All the manual accounting things which you used to do, all the calculations, calculator, it will go away. So it is going to take our jobs. But what we have seen, ultimately it has created more jobs. We have seen few years back, probably last decade, we thought that automation is going to take away our jobs. Manual testers will not be required. Now, those who are in the IT fields knows that it is creating more jobs, more automation testers, coexisting with manual testers, and it's thriving along with the things. The same is the case with AI. I feel, based upon the previous experience, that AI is going to create more jobs. In fact, AI is not going to take away our jobs, but if we are not learning how to do our work with the help of AI, become more productive, then the person who knows AI will take away our jobs, not the AI. So I think this is a very dramatic situation and a very exciting time where AI, which is applied into each and every area, whether it is accounting, finance, softwares, manufacturing, everywhere it can be used. So let's use this opportunity to learn AI, and definitely it will not take away jobs but create more opportunities. Thank you.
I do resonate with what Vikas just told. Being a part of Accenture, and there is so much focus on AI, I can't believe that there will be a world without AI going forward. All right. For our next topic, I would like to call one guest. Anyone from the guest? Yeah, please. Good day. Ritik, yes. Life without a mobile phone. Life without a mobile phone, Ritik.
Okay. Good morning, members and guests. So during these past 20 years, can you imagine how the world has evolved? I can imagine the proper introduction of computers in the past 20 years. Even in the last 10 years, I have been using like computers at my home. Before that, it was just something which I used to imagine. But in the last 5 years, we have seen tremendous change. Change, when we talk about change, is that we are dependent on our mobile phone so much that we cannot even imagine this world. So for example, I have been using Google Maps to navigate everywhere. Without Google Maps, I cannot navigate anywhere because I am not sure about this. When I came to Bangalore, I was only dependent upon Google Maps because it was the easiest means to navigate across the Bangalore, and if it was not there, I would have to reach out to other person, ask anyone in a place where I'm not familiar with anything. I don't know anyone. So that is the situation. That is an anecdote which I personally believe is helping me a lot during this due to mobile phone. Next thing would be getting in touch with someone, texting someone without disturbing them. They might be busy. So these things, these anecdotes you can take from your current life and think about it, that how dependent are you on your smartphone. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
So you're right, life without mobile will be like you have a bike without petrol, so you can't run it, right? Yeah. So for our next topic, I would like to call upon one of our member. You would like? Okay. Utkarsh. Is artificial intelligence worth introducing in high school as a subject? Is artificial intelligence worth introducing in high school as a subject? Utkarsh.
Thank you. So, in the early 90s, it's a kind of a history lesson for everyone. In early 90s, when Rajiv Gandhi's government was there, they introduced computers as a subject in our school times. At that time, there were a lot of protests, or there were a lot of people who were not that much, they felt it's not very necessary in introducing that subject as a necessary, especially during in the primary school. 25 years, let's say 2 decades down later, we now know the difference of that. India took advantage of the third industrial revolution, and we are right now at the forefront in this industrial revolution in the world of computer. Similarly, now the world is getting impacted by artificial intelligence. Taking cue from this history lesson, I believe, yes, we should introduce artificial intelligence as a subject, especially during primary education, so that we will be able to take advantage of the fourth industrial revolution, where artificial intelligence will be the central part of the innovation. Yeah, that's it from my side.
I do agree with Utkarsh. So if we can introduce artificial intelligence as part of curriculum in our schools, then we can do much more as part of your fourth revolution, industrial revolution. Okay, then moving forward, for the next topic, I'd like to call one more guest. Please come. Anushka. Right, so just keep it.
I have buttons.
Okay, you can hold it like this.
Okay. Which way?
It is anywhere this way. I can put clip. Just clip. Just take this and put it like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Anushka. Anushka, what is worse, failing or never trying? What is worse, failing or never trying, Anushka?
Okay. Failing feels worse in the short term. Nobody likes failing, like it's embarrassing, right? But if you never try, then you're never going to either fail or not fail. So like, there's no point of it then. Like, the worst that happens if you fail is, okay, you try again. So I think we tend to like catastrophize a lot and like make the consequences of things seem a lot worse than they actually are, which is why so many people have problems with like procrastination and not, going out and living their dreams and stuff. I think like if you never try, then you never know. So yeah, failure is just a part of life, and everybody who's ever succeeded has failed a bunch of times before. Like if you look into the stories of anybody like that's successful, like Edison or like Bob Dylan or like Steve Jobs, they've all failed multiple times before they were able to succeed, because that's how you learn all the tools that you need to succeed. Yeah. Should I stop or?
So it's very true that unless you fail or unless you try, you'll not come to know why you have failed, so that you can try next time to succeed, right? Okay, for our next topic, I would like to call upon one of our team, our member from Whitefield Toastmaster, Ajay Kumar. Is driverless vehicle a blessing or a threat? Sorry, I told you. No? Ajay Kumar, is driverless vehicle a blessing or a threat? Is driverless vehicle a blessing or a threat? Ajay Kumar. Yes. Even metro.
Today we just heard about how we need to get back to our roots. Like, as we know, like the art of martial arts and all. So all these things, they require how your mind is communicating with your body. As the topic says, is it a blessing or disguise? Is it a blessing or
threat?
Threat. So in my opinion, yes, if you are looking for comfort, it is a blessing, but you don't have to do anything. But if you want to have that, see, we are evolving, so in some time it will happen. We will only become the machine. So such things will not help for the future. If you want to stay attached to the root, I'm just giving that example, because if you know the driving, like people have started moving to automatic vehicles. That seems to be easy. But if you know how manual works, like the complete structure, so in this way, your mind will be developing, like as we talked about using the left hand. So this is how it works. Like if you engage too many things, then your mind will be developed in multiple dimensions. Just to give you an example, few years back, I practiced drumming. So that is one of the things I like as a hobby. It involves all your 4 limbs. You have to use both your hands, both your legs. So that is how you develop. So I think it is a good thing if you want comfort, but everyone should learn driving and should try to focus on more involving your mind, communicating with the body. That will help you to develop, and maybe you will keep the things which are important, like martial arts, which are our roots. And thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Ajay Kumar. When I go on long drive and use cruise control, then I have got the same feeling. But there I have at least the control, so that anytime I can press the clutch and brake and see something in front. But here without any driver, then it will be like disastrous. Okay, then moving forward. I would like to call one of the guests now. Okay, please come. Okay, yeah, you can come, then we can. Your good name? Amit. Yeah. Okay, write this one. Just a click. Amit. What is this? Let me help you. Sorry, I was okay. Amit, who is bravest, a toddler or an adult? Who is bravest, a toddler or an adult? Amit.
Okay, I'll take 30 seconds to think about it.
How many more you can take? Only one.
Okay, yeah, so I believe adults are more brave than toddlers, so because toddlers are totally dependent on their parents to feed or for any other things. But as we grow, as we grow as an adult, we try to be less dependent on parent. We feel not very emotionally connected to parent. We start to take decision ourselves, and yeah, as an adult we do lot of mistakes, but we learn from our mistakes, and we try to correct those things. But yeah, still toddlers are still brave. Like they take, let's say, first step. They walk and they try to take first step. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
So I have a 7-year-old son, so I have seen him growing. So I would say toddlers, they are braver than us because they don't think and just take the first step, right? But we adults always think twice, thrice, and then take the next step. Okay, then for the next topic, I would like to call one of the member. Anyone? Want to? Please come. Vinith, is it possible for transformer to be real? Is it possible for transformer to be real, Vinith?
Is it possible for transformer to be real? Good afternoon, friends, Toastmasters, guests. How many of you believe transformers are already real? Anyone? No? No? So I was seeing one YouTube video, I think it's a car which converts into a shape of some dog, and it's a small car, converts into a bike and so many other things, right? Not exactly like transformer, but the way AI is going on, OpenAI is at 4.0 some level, right? And it has to still go, they say that OpenAI already has done lots of PhDs. It takes good amount of time to do PhD, right? How many times, do you know how many times it takes, how many years it takes to do PhD?
5.
Minimum 4 years, 5 years, right? OpenAI has already done 10, 12 PhDs, and it takes a week for him to do PhD on anything, right? So AI has already gotten so advanced, so I don't think there would be a big challenge of getting something like transformer, right? I think as Amal was giving example, maybe half of some of you may be transformers sitting here also, right? I don't know if that's the case, but it may happen very soon, right? Couple of us will be completely AI based people, right? And you were saying it would be interesting. I thought it would be very dangerous, right? You don't know whether there are so many movies which are coming. Right? Recently, there was a Hindi movie, Shahid Kapoor, and have you seen that movie? Teri Baaton ne Uljha Diya, some that song was there, something on those lines. And it was so weird, right? He got married to someone, and then he comes to know that she's a robot, right? There are so many movies like her and all that, which has been made 10 years back itself, and which shows the limits that AI can take to. So I think it's just about time that we will start seeing transformers as well. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Vinith. It is very true that it is going to be a reality very sometime soon, and just to let you know, engineers at there is a company called Himanji Softworks. They have already developed a prototype where it can transform a car to a bike. It's like walking here, and then it can convert back to a car. So we can see all the possibilities going forward in future. So with that, one more we can take. Yeah, that's good then. So I would like to call anyone from guest, member, whoever is willing now. Please raise your hand. Yeah, please come. Sorry, I kept you waiting. I got your good name? John. Okay. John. John, if I could grant you one wish, what would you wish for? If I could grant you one wish, what would you wish for John?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I think one wish is not enough. Yeah, so I was thinking that which one I should bring it in the priority. That's why I'm taking some time. Yeah, so I would like to go back to my hometown and live with the nature than living in a city doing a mission life. But I'm not hating this. This is a challenge in our life, how we evolve. But somewhere, whenever we go back to our hometown and living with the nature, that gives peaceful than whatever we are earning, the numbers which we have in our bank accounts. So I wish to do that. Yeah, that's all.
If someone can give me one wish, then I would like to go back to my childhood, because I don't have photographs from my childhood. Only few are there. So I want to relive that moment. With that, we are towards the end of this session, and I'd like to hand over back to our TOMOD Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amul. You gave me a lot of content to speak about. So in the beginning of the session, we talked about, in pop culture, there are a lot of movies like Resident Evil or Terminator or even Resident Evil or Terminator or even Minority Report, which shows that what will happen if AI takes over the world. But is that the right question? What would happen if AI takes over the world? To me, AI has already taken over the world. We cannot live without AI. Amazon makes our purchases. Netflix recommends the movies that we should watch. And similarly, Google Maps helps us to get to our destination as soon as possible. There are some misgivings against Google Maps, but nonetheless. But what's next? Are you excited about what's coming up next? Or are we just afraid of what will be coming up next? If you get a chance, there is a book called The Master Algorithm. It is written by a professor of computer science from University of Washington called Pedro Domingos. Take a look at this book. Read a chapter called The Master Algorithm. It speaks about what will be the next phase. Because it actually blew my mind away, the way we are progressing. Hold your thoughts on that. We'll now be graced upon by Srinidhi with her poems. As of now, ChatGPT cannot replicate that. So let's give her a round of applause for her effort.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinesh, for clarifying that my poem was not from ChatGPT, because that's what I was planning to do first. I've decided to trust my natural intelligence and creativity, but I did use ChatGPT because I put the poem in it and I said, what do you think of it? And it said, great job. And I patted myself on the back. And I hope you all are going to enjoy it. Before I start my poem, I'd like to answer the question you asked, John. What is the one thing that you would wish for? As a working woman with 2 kids at home, at 6:30 in the morning, the only thing I wish for is, any guesses? Sleep. Not really sleep, but time. Anyone else who wishes for the same thing, more time in life? Please raise your hand. Thank you for joining my club and not letting me be alone. And one day, 6:30 in the morning, when both my kids are sleeping peacefully, I don't know about the early bird catching the worm, but I do know the mother who wakes up early in the morning, no matter how much she can plan meticulously everything for the day is just going to go at its own pace. And that's when I wrote this poem. The title of the poem is The Sly Smile of Time, because I feel time is constantly mocking me. So let me present my poem, The Sly Smile of Time by Srinidhi. Is time a friend or a sneaky foe? Does it zoom or crawl? I don't know. Does it change its pace now and then? Or am I the one who can't comprehend? Waiting for a pizza, time seems to crawl. Bored at work, time doesn't move at all. I beg, I plead, go fast, I sigh. Time flows at its pace with a sly smile. Having fun with friends, time seems to fly. Writing my exam, it quickly zooms by. I beg, I plead, go slow, I sigh. Time flows at its pace with a sly smile. A cherished moment I yearn to freeze. The march of the clock seems to tease. I beg, I plead, stay still, I sigh. Time flows at its pace with a sly smile. Is time my friend when the skies are bright? Is time my foe in the darkest of nights? I can't stop it, or steal it, or call it mine, because time still flows at its pace with a sly smile. Time is a healer when the heart seeks peace. Time is a teacher whose lessons never cease. Each moment is a treasure if used well. Friend or foe, I guess only time will tell. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Srinidhi, for explaining us the dichotomy of time. It's absolute, but also relative in our perspective. Let's end the session with something called as the evaluation section of this meeting. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Konda, who is the general evaluator, to do and submit his evaluation report.
Thank you, everyone. Can we give a big round of applause to Nidhi? Can we ask why we are here? We are spending 2 hours. That is what valuable poem she told us that, okay, everyone needs to give most important to the time. 1 minute you are spending. You think of that, maybe sometimes you are going for a micromanagement. It's not that. But if you plan your day, you will be finishing your day successfully. So thank you, Nidhi, for your wonderful poem. Only one speech with low voice. Everybody listened very carefully. I enjoyed basically. Thank you very much. So with this, we are coming to the second phase of our evolution, and maybe I'll be giving one more procrastination technique. It's a 2-minute technique. Before that, can I call our first evaluator, Mr. Prashant Toastmaster, to give his evaluation for the speaker, Sarvanan.
Thank you. Are you a martial arts practitioner? Yeah, okay, then I'll have to be a little careful with my evaluation. Okay. Before I start, the Toastmasters guidelines for delivering a speech says you should call out a key message, followed by why do you need to do that? What are the needs if you don't do it? And then you will have to call out a kind of risks or mitigations or objections that you have, and then call to action. So my speech evaluation will be around this outline. Okay. So the first thing, You did capture audience attention by the title of your speech, back to our roots. And I'm sure most of us were able to actually get attentive. Can you close the door, please, Nitish? Most of us were able to get attentive, and we're looking forward to hear more from you. Because connecting to the roots is such a vast topic. Leave the 8 directions that we have, leave each state, leave each district, and you leave each village. The neighbors are having different roots, right? So it's very, it could have been very easy for you to get overwhelmed with the focus topic that you would select. But here you did a good job of picking up martial arts, which is applicable to any society, not any caste, religion or anything. That was one good thing. And you started with your street play, and probably that also added to the curiousness when people, when we started hearing your thing. As I said, what is important is to bring in why do we need to do that. The facts and figures are very important. You made some references to Tulunad martial arts being extinct in its own birthplace. That's a negative effect of not adapting to our backwoods. You could have added more references where it has worked and where people have made changes by adapting to it. That could have been more appealing to the audiences. The other thing is, what I felt was missing was, speech is not just coming and speaking some words. It's about adding authenticity to your speeches. And how do you get the authenticity? Is by bringing in your own stories. Since you are a practitioner of martial arts, you should have added your own story, how it has benefited you. That was missing is what I felt. And when you were about to end your speech, you had few questions to the audiences, and you know the response that audience gave. It was very bleak. Maybe audience lost from the time you played that street play, got them engaged by the time you closed your this thing. So the transition, I feel, was probably missing with funds, facts and your own experience. The other thing is very important, though it is not related to this project, Sarvanan, you were using the stage like this. Yeah? It was distracting, right? I mean, usually the positive, you should be coming to the audience so that audience get that vibes. You should come to the front, move to your left, take a pause, and then move to your right. But here you are diagonally kind of doing this. That was actually very distracting. So overall, it was a special title. You created the curiosity in the audiences with your street play, with your this thing. But again, as I said, add more authenticity to your speech, add more facts and funds, both positive and negative side, because you have like 6 to 7 minutes to deliver this, which I think timer could know your time. I think it was relatively little shorter, you took lesser time. So you could have built that story around it. And then you ended with the pledge, and members were responding to it. But what is the action out of that pledge? Right? So that 1 or 2 points about, can you guys do this as a pledge to connect to our backs? It might not be on the martial arts, but at least on their respective things. Okay? Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, President. I just wanted again smiles. I just wanted again smile. I wanted your smiles, please. So this is what always you know that we think of that success by seriously thinking, but always success comes with happy minds. Always be smiling, because I am not a good smiler. I'll be a serious person. I am practicing to smile every moment, because that is the only thing it gives you little bit of present moment. Otherwise, right, you'll be thinking somewhere. Okay, with this, I think I just wanted to invite second evaluator Vineet to provide his feedback on Manoj.
What a meticulous speech, Toastmaster Manoj. Took your attention? Good. Good afternoon again, my dear Toastmasters and dear guests. The framework that I am going to use for evaluation today is called sandwich. How many of you are feeling hungry by the word? So sandwich is CRC, commendation, recommendation, and then commendation. Let's start with the great things that you did. I felt as if we are sitting as an employee and the CEO is saying this whole thing with so much of confidence and some great content that you had. You started with that first thing that how many of you want to listen about a powerful thing that you want to say. That's where our attention was grabbed. And then you moved on to stories of Zomato, stories of some female friendly policies that they have, TCS, during COVID, the kind of things that they did. As I said, I think your confidence was amazing. You were using the whole stage from here to the other side of the stage. Voice pitch was very clear. I think people at the end and probably in the other building also they might be hearing your voice. That was so clear. And the messaging was again very powerful. When you ended it with a message saying it's important to create that balance, that you be fruitful for the company and company takes care of the employees. Coming to the few recommendations that I have. Again, two types, in two categories if I put. One is on the content structure. You started with good morning. How about starting with taking attention first? Instead of saying good morning, how many of you are employee here? How many of you like employee friendly policy? And then you took the attention and then say good morning. Let me have my speech, right? Somewhere I felt in mid, I was feeling sometimes CEOs are monologue speakers, right? So they just want to say something and they don't want to hear, right? So at some point of time, it's important to make some interaction with everyone, right? How about asking questions? How about sharing some facts which can grab more attention, right? Sharing your personal stories. You are already an employee, an accountant in a very big PSU, I know, right? So how about bringing that story? And again, that story makes it very effective because then we start connecting directly with you. Also on the body language, you covered the stage, but I thought it was continuous wavering around the stage. Instead of that, how about making it a bit controlled, right? Talking something from this side of the stage, another part maybe from the other side of the stage, and then being at the center. Again, gestures were there, but I thought one hand was completely like this and one hand was moving. So half gesture was there, but probably we can make it a full gesture next time. But all in all, a very meticulous speech with great content, amazing voice pitch, amazing confidence. And I'm looking forward for your next speeches. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Vinith, for your wonderful feedback. So with this, I think we can move on to the next section. Like we will be calling our tag team to provide their timing, usage of your language, and how you will be using that filler words. With this, can I invite timer Sakshi for providing our timing, how we utilized our time. Thank you.
Hi again. So wow, what an inspiring meeting and AI passionate session. Quickly going into the timer report. So meeting started slightly delayed at around 11:09. Then the Sergeant at Arms took 5 minutes to address the audience. The presiding officer took 7 minutes to address everyone out here. And for the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Saravanan took 6 minutes 36 seconds for his prepared speech. Toastmasters Manoj took 5 minutes 20 seconds for his prepared speech. For the table topics, the total session time was 24 minutes and started at 12:05 and ends at 12:29. And for the Toastmaster speaker, the table topic speakers, the Vikas took 1 minute 55 seconds, Ritik took 1 minute 55 seconds, Utkarsh took 1 minute 38 seconds, Anushka took 1 minute 21 seconds, Ajay took 1 minute 39 seconds, Amit took 1 minute 24 seconds, Vineet took 1 minute 57 seconds, and John took 1 minute. So everyone has qualified in the table topic speakers. Finally, on the evaluations, Prashant took 4 minutes and Vineet took 2 minutes 59 seconds. So everyone has qualified except Prashant, if we just add to the grace period of 30 seconds as well. So that's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sakshi. Maybe I have a quick question. How many of you are here not utilize the opportunity waiting for others to come here and speak? Can you lift your hands? That's what early bird catches a worm is always applicable. We come here, we wait here for 2 hours, we will think that okay, I'll go and speak. If you are not coming here, either you'll be learning from others, but you'll never ever come here, leave your fear. That is what you always come here, stand here for 1 minute, and just your fear will go away. That's what. So before calling next, I'll call Rashmi for providing her counter feedback on all our speakers. Thank you.
Greeting again, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I would like to mention that in today's session, the theme topic AI used immensely. Everyone spoke about it. And Abhinesh has used effective words like phenomenal, tremendous. Timer Sakshi has been used a sentence of the day, that is early birds catches the worm. Along with Sakshi, I think around 3 to 4 other speakers also use this sentence. That's good. And the word meticulous has been used more than twice in the today's session. And Rashmi, that is me, I have used for 4 to 5 times during my initial introduction. And I have been observed that Saravanan and Prashant, today's speakers, they have used vocabularies more often, the effective vocabularies in their speeches. During the table topics, I have observed that the words such as like, used to, so was used more often, which has to be avoided. Meanwhile, speakers used effective words like revolutionary and innovations. That is good. Yeah, this is my report for the today's session. Thank you.
Yeah, we are coming closer to our evolution. Before calling that our third grammarian, how many of you meticulously plan but fail to execute? My question is, meticulously plan but fail to execute your plans. Can you lift? So, it's important to plan but execution is most important. Maybe having that right, continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. If you are looking for a perfection, you never ever start execution. So before calling Bhima for providing his grammarian role feedback, let me invite Bhima to give his feedback.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me list out those who used the word of the day and the idiom of the day. First, I will list out the word of the day. Sakshi, Srinidhi, Vinit, and Konda sir has used the word of the day. Thank you and great job. And the idiom of the day used by Sakshi, Arvindan, Srinidhi, and Konda. Thank you, sir, and great job. And I would like to list out those who used effective and impactful words. Abhinesh used the premise, interpret, humor, and terminate. And Rashmi and Hans, Arvindan procrastinate, Vikas decade existence, Prashant authenticity, right? Yeah. We need framework and all use the more impactful word and more use. I would like to use more often in your future and day-to-day life the idiom of the day and word of the day. Thank you. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Bhima. Thank you, timer, counter, for your feedback. Yeah, coming to this, next is general evaluation. Like I wanted to give my overall feedback. How did you feel that entire meeting? How it went? Is there a sine wave, went up, down? How is your feeling? Thank you. So, yeah, thank you. So, yeah, the meeting has started a little late, but yeah, that is what always I say, that failing to prepare, we are planning to fail or something. So, always preparation is the most important. So, maybe that is what it's a Whitefield Toastmaster Club is meant for timing. We always stick to the time. So, maybe today we just missed out, little delay. So, we'll come back. And coming to the speakers, right, everyone done great job. But my little observation is the voice is little very low. Maybe I'm not sure, sitting here, I was not able to hear completely, so that can be improved. Maybe speakers, maybe I can appreciate Manoj, his speech was completely in a next level of voice. That is what everybody can, maybe our room also little bit of not closed room. Maybe that is another feedback, maybe we can improve on it. So coming to this two roles introduced, one is joke master. You believe it or not, how many of you enjoyed? Really, I really enjoyed this role. I laughed completely, smiled entire thing. Next is like a poem. That is also another role. It is adding a lot of value to that. It's not only serious note or something. Maybe I am giving serious note today now also. Maybe sometimes, right, little bit of fun adding in between also helps a lot, motivates people. So that is another part. It's really I like. Overall, right, I don't have any, because everybody contributed providing their best evaluation, like Vineet and even Prashant. So maybe they can work on their feedback. So feedback always is for our self-improvement. Even I can add you one thing. As I already mentioned, we will be always complaining about our managers or something, or maybe managers also complaining on their managers. But anytime did you plan your goals before your manager plans in your office or something? We will be going and checking that, okay, what is my career goals? But instead, you plan your goals, you ask your manager that, okay, this is what my goal, what should I do to complete it? Then you see the results. It is completely opposite of that. Your manager will be scared of you. This guy won't leave me or something. So this is what normally people does, that, okay, somebody let come and ask me that. So just I wanted to add with that, maybe in the end, right, quickly to start that meeting, I just mentioned little bit of delay. And the audience engagement, really I loved you seeing that, okay, everyone is engaged with every speakers and you really involved in that. Already I mentioned areas of improvement or something. Overall, right, I really enjoyed this meeting today, and I'm really thank you and grateful for you people giving me this opportunity and serving you as a general evaluator. This is what today, just to give my side. Thank you very much. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Konda. So this brings us to the end of today's session. And you have been a wonderful audience. The experience that you had gained, I believe, cannot yet be replaced by AI as of now, because that's something quite special. The evolution of AI has been at a very fast rate. If you'd see the computer revolution, followed by the internet revolution, and now we are living in information revolution. But in the future, there could be something else. That would be a different beast that we cannot comprehend as of now. So what I would request you guys is that go and try to upskill yourself in AI, because at the end, we don't want to be left behind. For an example, an Indian farmer cannot compete with an American farmer because of the scale of industrialization that has been happening there. In the same way, we need to be updated with AI skills. Otherwise, we'll be left behind in the rhetorical race that we are running. I'd like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Mazahir. And I hope everybody has enjoyed today's session, and like to
Give it up for yourself for being here.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. We got about 2 minutes to wrap up the session, but considering our timer already told, I took about 9 minutes, 7 minutes or so. Guilty as charged. Put me in jail if you want to. But I need floor approval to at least exceed this meeting for about 5 minutes. Do I have everybody's okay with that? Yes? Okay. First thing first, check your phones. I was the guy who told you not to check it. Check your phone. There is a voting link that has been posted on the guest group as well as our members group. Please vote. I know some of you might say, I don't have internet. It's okay. We will go with the majority. If you don't, please change your network. Okay, that was a joke. Everybody's busy. Super. Once again, the voting link has been posted. Please go ahead and vote. While you're doing it, I have an attendance sheet over here. I believe there are 25 people including myself in the room, but I'm only seeing 22 people have signed it. So I found one, alright. And requesting all of you to please sign the attendance sheet. While you're voting, may I also request to bring your attention and let's give first a thumbs up, like a loud thumbs up, and followed by a clap to Toastmaster Sakshi and Toastmaster Rashmi for taking up the roles for the first time in the meeting. So a thumbs up and a clap. The reason why, because it's very easy for all of us to just sit right there and say, okay, this might have done, this way, I could have done the other way. Well, why not? Right? And if you wish that you would like to take up some of these roles, we request you to kindly please nominate yourself on the request sent by our VP Education, Toastmaster Radha. While I'm speaking about the Toastmaster Radha as a VP Education, I would like to also bring your attention to the poll that we conduct, whether it is in the guest group or in the members group for your availability. Please encourage everybody to send your poll details, so it makes the entry process and the estimation of members coming slightly better. While you all are voting, I would like to also request 2 important people to come on the stage, and I want you to clap for them one by one as I call them. In our club at Whitefield Toastmaster, we support and encourage people who support the club in turn. It's a community of people wherein we come over here, we want to make sure that everybody gets the support that they require. Yet among the members, there are these individuals month on month go above and beyond their call of duty and make sure they do better and help others. We nominate them with the help of the Department of Education as Toastmaster of the Month. There was one award which was missing for the month of July, and I would like to request the winner for the July Toastmaster of the Month, Toastmaster Vineet, to please come over here on the stage. And if I can request Ajay to please take our picture, if possible. And this is a small token of appreciation for you from the club. Thank you. Am I looking good? Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Vineet. Once again, for a round of applause for Vineet, please. The Toastmaster of the Month award was already provided for the month of August. But what is the month right now? October. You all are like me right now. Okay, everybody had a great Saturday, I understand. What is the month right now? October. Alright, all good with me. So we are not going to miss the Toastmaster of the Month for the month of September. Are you all excited? Right, the same excitement that you've shown for Toastmaster Vineet for winning the Toastmaster of the Month for the month of July. Let me call the person who won Toastmaster of the Month for the month of September. And it is our beloved. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Excited?
Yes.
Only Arvind and I can hear, I don't know why. Let's welcome with a round of applause Toastmaster Abhinish. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That's your award. Hi. Yeah, the handshake. Thank you so much. Right, I hope the votes are pouring in. Siddharth is who I know who hasn't participated in table topics, and he wasn't there for the entire session, so I'm going to take his unbiased opinion sometime, and I'll tell you why am I mentioning his name. But before that, we recently held, last week was our club contest. It was meticulously planned, and Thank you for people who are awake and giving me thumbs up. It was meticulously planned. Thank you so much. That was the word of the day. In case, so I think a big kudos and a shout out to the president, to the vice president of education, the entire executive committee, because what we witnessed, and if I'm not wrong, there were about 16, 17 plus people for the speech contest, the evaluation, and about 20 plus people for the table topic contest. Now forget about who won, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that they showed the courage to come on the stage and participate. It isn't anything better than the whole feeling of the jitter that you feel on the stage. Whenever the table topic happens, I personally feel, oh, I wish the topic was mine because I could have spoken better. But the moment you come over here, it takes you at least 7 to 8 seconds to figure out what you're going to say. And that feeling, it eats you from within. And that fear of stage, is what makes us feel that we should go to the stage and do something better. Whenever we perform any role over here, whether it's just about simply delivering a small speech, we always feel, and I think this, that I'm going to go back and think about how I could have done this better. And when I've done that better is what makes you going to come for the meeting again. And that brings me to the point that Whitefield Toastmasters meet every Sunday from 11 to 1. I personally apologize because I was late for the meeting as a presiding officer. It took 4 Uber cancellation for me to finally give up and say, let me take an auto and come over here. I did. But I really appreciate those who came on time. And as a guest, we understand the first time or second time you might be slightly late, but we also request you to kindly go ahead and come on time. Because Saravanan is a Sergeant-at-Arms and he knows that usually we start our meeting at 10:58, 10:59, and that's who we are as Whitefield Toastmaster. Apology for finishing the meeting slightly with delay. I took Siddharth's name because I'll be showing him the vote as I'll be calling people as the winner for today's meeting. But before that, for those who have joined the club recently, there are 2 things planned for them. One is from the club side, another one from district side. There is an orientation session which is happening this week online from the club side. On October 19th, Saturday in the morning at London Stock Exchange office here in Bangalore, near CGI, I believe, there will be an in-person orientation session which is conducted by the district. We will make sure this information reaches to everybody. We will make sure that you register. We will also request you to please come forward and attend that. There are a lot of announcements that I have. There is another area contest which is happening where the representative of the clubs, one under the area D1, District 92 for Division D, will be representing forward. So that's for the area contest. Now may I request my friend Siddharth to please come over here. And I'll be taking his help to making sure that I show him the result. So there is no bias. Though Radha has already posted the link, but I'm still going to show it because I'm the one who's reading it, so you may believe or you may not. So I'm going to show him the Google form that is there.
I think he's just adding on. I came late, so he wants to fit me into this.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we take a good picture together. Yeah. I'll show him the result, but the results are as followed. Everybody excited? Yes. Okay, low in energy. Everybody excited? Yes. Super. Let's start with the best speaker for today's meeting. And the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Saravanan. Congratulations. Thank you so much. The best table topic speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Vikas. Congratulations. There was a disqualification in the best speech evaluator, but because we had 2 and considering the disqualification, also requesting Toastmaster Vineet to please come forward as the best evaluator. The best role player for today's meeting, this was among the 3, Table Topic Master, General Evaluator and Toastmaster of the Day. Congratulations Abhinesh for winning that. Thank you. And the best supporting role player for today's meeting goes to the Poet Master, Srinidhi. Congratulations. Can everybody squeeze in? We'll request him to take a picture for all of us. Yeah, come on. He's a person who verified. Thank you. You guys can all take a seat. Thank you so much. I don't hold any source or a value or a representation of any kind of responsibility to say AI good or AI bad. I think somewhere or the other, we use that in our life. Let's admit to that. Now it's up to you, how do you want to use it? Do you want to totally become dependent on it? Or do you want to still exist yourself as a person and say, no, I think I'm going to keep it to the limited. I will leave the choice to yours. I'm nobody to make a judgment. All that I'm saying is, whenever there's anything that comes and which can be utilized for good, please go ahead and use it. I personally use it when I really want to take an important leave and I'm short of words and I cannot explain my manager as to what I'm going to say. I go to ChatGPT and type my query and it definitely drafts a good email for me. And that's pretty much how I limit myself from AI. Yes, I do use it to where it's required. The idea of today's meeting is to make sure that we tell you the benefits that one thing hold in your life. It's up to you to what potential that you want to use it for. On that note, let me officially adjourn the meeting number 92 for Whitefield Toastmasters. Can you please stop the recording? And I request everybody to please come forward for a group picture. I've already thought about a